RC Help Tips and Tricks. Hey everyone, drifting is my hobby here, back again with RC Help Tips and Tricks. Sorry guys, it's taken me a while. I've been doing some carpet racing, so I know it's been a couple of weeks since I put out some new vids, but I'm back with some cool tips for you guys. On this RC Help Tips and Tricks, I have chassis protection, cleanup oil overflow, great gear guard, a little ring around the collar. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit off with the first one is chassis protection. Let's say you guys are running A-scale buggies, and you don't want the bottom to get all caked up and all that and scratched up and all that good stuff. So what I recommend doing is taking some duct tape, just regular old gray duct tape or black or whatever color suits your needs, and take it and lay it across the bottom of it. Just go ahead and roll it on out. That way whenever you're at the track and it's all dirty and you get ready to clean everything off, you ain't got to do no scrubbing or nothing like that. You just peel the tape off. That way that it'll give you back your clean, fresh bottom chassis. Okay guys, so that's chassis protection. It's one that I use whenever I'm out at the track. The next one that I do have, let's see here. By the way, this is the hyperdrive pan car. Right now it's for breakout class. This is one of the carpet cars that I'm working on. I've been trying to race around and all that good stuff. Getting the carpet pan car style. Be more tips and tricks on carpet stuff, so be looking for that. The next one is we'll do on, I'm going to use small shocks, but this can be applied to any shock. Let's say rebuilding your shocks is a pain in the butt. So let's say after you get it all together, what you want to do is there's always some extra gudge and stuff like that, and if you leave the oil where you've refilled it and you leave the oil on the outside of the shock body, it can cause grime, dirt, and all that to stick to it. So a thing I like to do to clean all that off is just take motor spray, electric motor spray, and just kind of hit that shock, and it'll clean all that up and dry it up. That way there ain't no sticky mess. So that's clean up your oil overflow. So that's what I like to do about that. Let's go ahead and move on to a little ring around the collar. This is something that I like because, see, if you don't have threaded shocks, now as I said, these are 1/18 scale. These are for the late models and things like that. This can be applied to any of the 10th scale stuff or A scale or whatever. To keep the tops, if you guys are not got coilovers, like I said, let's switch to a different shock. Let's say the old factory ones. And you're using these things right here from the tree, the parts tree, which is spacers for your shock spacers. Let's say that you keep having problems with these things just popping right off to the top. One way to kind of help prevent that is take a zip tie, take it around, and zip tie it right onto it, like so. As you can see, zip tie it on the very top. That'll prevent that from ever happening again. Okay, so let's move on to gear guard. Let's say you guys are running A-scale buggies or something where, or let's try electric cars. Something where the pinion, the spur, the flywheel, the spur gear, any of that is sticking out through the bottom of the chassis. One thing I like to do is, let's say if I'm not using the clutch bell on my Nitro, I get some regular old electric black tape, because it's about the width of the opening, and I cut it to a specific size, and I'll place that right over where the teeth, where that hole is for the teeth is exposed. Because if you get rocks or anything up in there in them teeth, it's going to jam them, it's going to strip them, it's going to be bad news for you. So this works on electric or nitro. I suggest using it. Flip over your chassis, see where the gear, if there's any moving parts. If there is, use a piece of black tape to cover that little spot up. Alright guys, that'll do it for this RC Help Tips and Tricks. I gave you guys 4 little quick tips. This video is not as long. I want to get short, sweet, to the point. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe and check out other videos. If you have any questions or comments regarding anything that I've showed you on this video, please feel free to comment or ask questions. keep the batteries full and the fuel tank full. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.